So let's start it up. So when you get this home, let me focus this for us. When you get this home, it's going to be a black screen. All you need to do is in the very center of that black screen, it's going to say network settings. Click on that, pick your router name, whatever your name of your router is, whether it be 123 modem, whatever it is, pick it, enter the password for your Wi-Fi, you're set to go. Boom, this screen magically just appears. It will be identical. In every way, shape, and form, it will look identical to this. So, every single thing has been taken care of on this stick for you. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of my spiel before I go and show you how everything looks and works on here. There's a few things I would like to mention. Sometimes you go online, and I'm sure you guys have went online, studied what you're going to purchase. Majority of people are going to study what they purchase. They're going to look into things before they spend their hard-earned money on it, which is understandable. But you can be misled sometimes. Now let me put it like this. There's a lot of people that will put ads on Craigslist, Facebook, online, on forums that say, Kodi sucks, Firestick suck, they stop working, they don't work, yada, yada, yada. Then there's other people that are online, and you go on YouTube, and there's thousands of them that say, oh, you can do this yourself. You can easily program your Fire Stick. Why pay somebody the $30 extra to program it for you? I'll tell you why. Because I'm a programmer by trade, and there's nothing easy about unlocking and programming a Fire Stick. There's a lot that goes into making it actually function correctly and stay that way. And there is a lot of apps, and you have to know the right ones to put on the Fire Stick. You have to pick and choose and test and spend hours of your time finding out what apps are worth putting on and what apps work and are functional. So, that being said, you can go to the store, waste $45 with tax of your money buying a Fire Stick, then go waste hours of your time trying to get an application installed on your Fire Stick. And if you are lucky enough to get one or two installed and have them function correctly, you will not have the 15 that I include with my build. I include 15 applications. If you go online and study and read up and pay attention to what people are putting on their builds and their Fire Sticks that they're selling you, usually it's 2, 3, 4 things, tops. And those things sometimes aren't even good applications. Now, you're going to get the best applications that are out there, period, bar none. I have sat there and studied these. I know what I'm doing, and I give you a good quality build that is going to function and work correctly for you. Also, you go online, you go on Craigslist, you see these Android boxes. People on there will say, Fire Sticks suck. Of course they're going to say that because they want to sell their crap Android boxes. But I've dealt with Android boxes. I've helped people with Android boxes. And they are terrible. They get fried. They stop working. And they are junk. And that is no lie. I would never even sell them. And I could. I just choose not to. Amazon makes quality products. They stand behind their products. Their products stay working. And when it comes to being programmed, they stay functioning and working and have never been zapped or have just all of a sudden your apps are gone, something like that, where the Android boxes do that. And that isn't me, doing scare tactics to get you not to buy an Android box. I see people selling them for $150 online. If you want to waste your money on one to find out that I'm telling you the truth, feel free. Go read up on it. Do your research. But when it comes to Amazon Fire Sticks, Amazon Fire TV 4Ks, and Amazon Cubes, every one of them is a quality built product. The remotes are good. The product itself is good. And once it's programmed by a good programmer/seller, such as myself, not to toot my own horn, but you can't really get any better than that. So that's what I have to say. Here comes the nice screensaver that I mentioned earlier. It just brings up a lot of nice pretty pictures from around the world. So that way when you have your Fire Stick just sitting idle, it'll bring up nice little pictures for you, for your TV to turn into a little nice screen to watch. But anyways, let me show you what you get with your purchase. So that's my spiel on what people say and what the truth of the matter is. I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm a programmer by trade, and I tell no lies. I live by the golden rule. So if you really think that it's not worth it to pay somebody like me a service fee of $30 extra than what you'd pay at the store, $45, and then an extra $35, $30 to me to do an hour and a half's worth of work, which most people would never even be able to do on their own, then go ahead and try and do it yourself and then call me. But you get what you pay for, and just make sure if you do purchase from somebody, they're reputable. You talk to them, they know what they're talking about. You text with them, they know what they're talking about. You'll know when somebody's really a good seller and there to help you and actually cares. It's easy to tell. And I'm there. I'm taking care of people that bought from me 2 years ago. I'll redo people's stick for a nominal fee. I'll redo the entire stick. Sometimes I get a call out of the blue. I get repeat business constantly. I'll get a call out of the blue that I sold to somebody a year ago. They want all the newest, latest, greatest apps. And as I told you earlier, this is always evolving. There's always better apps that come out. That's just the name of the game. They're getting better and better and better. Kodi used to be king. Now Kodi's rarely ever even used by me, at least. There's so many good standalone apps that make Kodi pretty much obsolete, honestly. So when you hear things like Kodi sucks, those are scare tactics. When it comes down to it, it all comes down to the programming and the seller. And I have good customer service, good programming skills, and I'm there for you. And every single purchase, I include a set of instructions / quick start guide. All you got to do is provide me your email address. I'll send you a quick start guide along with a link to my YouTube channel, and you can watch any of my videos to learn how to use applications that I include. I can't show how to use every single application I include on the Fire Stick because there is 20. Over 15 of them are applications used for watching media content, movie, TV, adult, yada, yada. Some of them are players that allow the other applications to function correctly, but there's no way I have time in this video to show you every single application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the very best of the best. And those very best of the best pretty much show you how to use the other 10 or 12 applications, because all applications are very similar in nature, and if you're tech savvy even a little, you'll be able to figure the other ones out by paying attention to how these ones that I show you work. So let's get started here. So I always put the best applications in your recent section, the very best of the best. Every stick that someone purchases, I take the time and I put the best of the best in your recent section. As far as up here, these, you can really just leave those alone. If you want to go change your settings, your screensaver, change it to pictures of your kids, whatever it may be, you can do that. Here's where you change your Wi-Fi. But as far as the Amazon account section here, this already comes with the generic Amazon account attached to it. You don't need to put your own account on it. I've already taken care of everything for you. I've set every setting to the right setting that it should be set on to keep your information private. So pretty much leave things alone. If you want to change things for personal reasons, that's fine. Do what you need to do. But don't ever reset the Fire Stick or delete everything off of it, which is under the device right here. If you see that right there where it says My Fire TV, that's where you would change or delete your Fire Stick. So just stay out of there. Okay, So now to show you what you get with your purchase. Now, think of it this way. Is it worth it to spend a measly $80 on a Fire Stick or $120 on a Fire TV 4K or, whatever on a Fire Cube when you think about the cost of 1 month's savings of cable TV? Or if you think about taking your family to a movie, it costs pretty much $80 to take your family to one movie. You get every movie that's in theaters with these. So think about the cost savings ratio that you have here for what you save versus what you spend to buy one of these. Don't cheap out. I see people on Craigslist selling them for $10 cheaper than me, whatever the case may be. But are you going to get even close to the same product? Is it worth it to save $10 measly dollars? Or do you want to get something quality from a good seller? It's not all about money all the time. I have to charge what I charge in order to make it worthwhile. Or I would charge less. I'm not a greedy person, but I have to make my cut for the services I provide. All I do is provide a service. I provide this service for you guys in order for you to have time with your family or time to go cut the grass, and you don't have to waste your day doing this for yourself, if you were even able to do it for yourself. So think of it that way. Or what does it cost to rent a red box? You're going to get late fees. After a few of those, you pay for your whole Fire Stick. And it lasts you a good year or two. And then if you want the newest apps, give me a call. I'll redo the whole thing for you. Some people never get an update and they're happy just leaving it the way it is. But I'm done rambling. Here's how it all works. So that is stuff that is important for you to know, though. And you do need to know all that stuff before you go purchase. So the first application I'm going to show you out of these is I'm going to show you the best applications, like I said, and you'll get the gist of how all of these work because they're all very similar. So let's start with the live TV application. So we'll click on that. Now, right now we're in channels. I'm going to put it back to the main screen here. Okay, so when you open it up, this is what your main screen looks like. Okay, so you got a tab that says channels, news, sports, movie shows. Now, all of these have different channels, of course. But if you just want to go to your main channel lineup, just click channels. And there you go. Some are standard def, some are high def. You can't be that picky. It's free. You're getting a free $200 cable package, pretty much. You get tons of channels, and you get all the best channels. And you get all the premium channels like HBO, Cinemax, which are all, free. Totally free. Look at it. I'll show you all the channels. And this is just some of the channels because all those other sections have channels as well. And this is the same as if you had cable or satellite TV. If we go turn on HBO right now, it's going to be identical to if you went and turned on HBO on your cable or satellite right at this very moment. It would be the identical show, identical to the second. And that's all there is to it. And now you're watching HBO. It's that simple. So we're going to back out. We're going to watch something else. Okay, so say we want to watch TNT. We just click on TNT. Now this is identical to what's on TNT right now. If you put this versus your satellite dish, it would be identical. So I think this is a commercial. So this commercial would be the identical commercial that is on TNT right now at this very moment. Or if this is a show, it would be identical to this show. So, just think of the money you save right there on not paying for cable anymore. You're talking thousands a year, at least 1,000. So are you going to fret a $10 difference in price from purchasing from a good seller? These are the questions you need to ask yourself when you go to purchase a Fire Stick, because it really bothers me that they get a bad rep because of bad sellers. Now, if you go to, I'm going to go in depth in this one app here because it is one of the most used apps. If you go to news, of course, it's going to have just a ton of news channels. Probably channels you never even heard of, but it's going to just have a ton of news channels, okay? Now, if you go to shows, it's going to have 24 hours of the most popular shows. So It's Always Sunny, you know, Better Call Saul, just whatever it may be, Cops. It'll have 24 hours of that show commercial free, just episode after episode after episode. You can sit there and watch it all day. Okay? Now, as far as sports go, that's a big one. So everybody likes sports. Well, all men and a lot of women too. I'm just going to say everybody likes sports, okay? So click the sports, and this is the best way to watch sports, honestly. It's got pretty much every big sports network channel there is. It's got all the ESPNs. It's got all the NHL, MLB, WWE, NFL Network. It's got them all, okay? So it's got every sports network channel you can think of. So we want to watch ESPN 2, we'll just click it, boom, it's going to pull up ESPN 2, and we're going to watch it, and that's that. I mean, it's as simple as that. This application is really easy to use. There's not much to it. You just click it, watch it, play it, that's it. It's a very basic app, but it does it well. Let's just put it like that. All right, so that's that application. There's always more to these applications, but I can't spend hours teaching you every little thing. You can also record with that application as well. Next one I'm going to show you here is Popcorn Time. So we're going to open that up. This is a great app. You can do movies and TV shows with this app. I'm going to call this a Netflix style application. You see the top left corner there with the 3 bars? If you just scroll all the way to the left, you can pick between movies and TV shows. It has pretty much every movie or TV show ever made. We're going to do movies. So we're going to click on movies, okay, which we were already on. We're going to go back, and we're going to just pick a movie, okay? Now, this is the only app that is like this. All the rest I'm going to show you don't do this. But when you click on a movie, it creates a buffer zone. And one thing I want to show you too, you see where it says English there? That's subtitles. This is another thing about this app in particular, and only this app. Anytime that isn't just clear, which is about half the time, then that means it's going to have English subtitles on there. So click it and scroll all the way to the top without subtitle. Click it. See how it says without now? Then just go to the play button. You see that's the download button? Do not download. Never download. Always play. So click play. Now, like I said, this is the only app that does this. It creates a buffer zone. The reason it does this is smart. It creates a maybe, I don't know, 500 megabyte buffer zone. That way, if you get a cutoff in your internet connection while you're watching a movie, it has that buffer zone to catch back up before it starts buffering on you. It's actually brilliant, but you do have to wait at the beginning for it to create that buffer zone. If you have fast internet, it's only going to take a matter of 30 seconds. My internet's kind of slow, so it's going to take a little bit longer, maybe a minute, if even. But you can see the progress bar there. I mean, and if your internet is fast, boom, it's quick, matter of seconds. So there it is. We're already pretty much there. As soon as that bar is full, it created its buffer zone. It's going to start the movie. And we're talking full HD, uncompressed. This is one application that does not compress. Popcorn Time is the only application that does not compress. So when you watch a movie in this, it's in full 720, 1080p. It's not compressed whatsoever. So as you can see, the movie's playing. You can pull up your play controls. You can I'll fast forward it a little bit just to get a little bit of picture going instead of just wording on the screen here. And that's it, and it just plays. It's brilliant. It's a great app. I'm going to let a little bit of picture come on here just to show you the quality of the picture, because even on here you're going to see the quality of the picture. And there you go. and you got your full-length in theaters movie right there. I mean, you would have went and spent $30 to go see this. So what's spending a few dollars on a Fire Stick where you can do this over and over and over again? I mean, you really do have to ask yourself that. Okay, so that's all there is to that app. TV shows is identical, do the same thing. I mean, you can figure it out. I'm showing you the gist of it. We don't need to go into every little detail. You can watch the trailer. You can save it to your favorites. There's a lot of things you can do. Over time, you'll figure it all out. I'm showing you the gist of things just so that you know how to use them when you get it home. And after hours and hours and hours of using these things, you'll figure things out that I couldn't tell you in a 3-hour-long video. So I'm trying to make this as short a video as I can, but still give you the info you need to use it out of the box. So here you go. So we're going to back out of this app. And the next app I'm going to show you is Kodi with the Durex build. I know it's a funny name, but that is the name of the build. And it's the best build there is for Kodi. So it's not just Kodi. It's Kodi with the best build. So as I said, Kodi used to be king. You can still use it to watch movies, for kids programming, for sports, etc. But mainly, it's for adult, honestly. All the standalones are so much better now for movies and TV that there's no reason to use Kodi for that anymore. You might as well use the standalones. They're a lot quicker and more efficient. But I'll open up Kodi here. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll show you how to use the adult on it. I'm not going to go any further into how to use Kodi because you can go on YouTube and type in Kodi Durex build and learn how to use it on your own. If you are somebody that's really tech savvy and wants to get into using Kodi and really learn it, go ahead and go on YouTube and watch videos on Durex build, how to use it. Feel free. I mean, it's programmed on your Fire Stick, so you're more than welcome to do that. But I don't have time to go into everything that Kodi can do. You can spend your time learning that one. And I have other videos as well. But to watch adult, because this is the king for adult. And if you don't want adult, all you have to do is let me know that, and I can completely leave adult off of your Fire Stick. And your Fire Stick also has parental controls that you can put on it. So just keep both of those things in mind. But to watch adult, just simply go to the add-ons tab, and right underneath it in the white lettering there where it says video add-ons, go. Right now we're on the left there. We're going to scroll to the right, and we're going to click on that small video add-ons. That's going to bring up all the video add-ons that are inside of Kodi right now. Half of these are adult if you look at them. Now, just to show you, we're going to go to the adult hideout. You can pick any one you want and try them, but I don't have time to do that, so I'm just going to go to adult hideout. Other ones are more full-length movies where they'll have an adult film that's 2 hours long. The adult hideout, this is more of an internet-based, but still TV-based adult content add-on. So it has every single adult website you can ever think of. Has every one of them. Okay? If you look at it, has every one that you've probably ever heard of. So just to pick one, I'm just gonna pick TubeAid, okay? So I'm gonna click on that. Okay, now you got a list of thousands of videos to pick from, or you can go to the search function and search whatever you feel like searching for, whatever floats your boat. You can go to categories and pick what category you want to watch. But I'm just going to just pick one of the movies, okay? And I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to pull up the movie and play it. And I can't let too much of it play because this goes on YouTube. But there you go. That's all there is to it, okay? So we're going to stop that. So just to show you, it's as simple as that. If you want to go to another good add-on inside of Kodi, That one right there, Placenta, that's another really good add-on in Kodi. That's for watching movies and TV. If it takes a little time to get used to using it, but it is a good add-on. And like White Cream, that's an adult add-on. You can tell the ones that are adult add-ons. It's even got its own Tubate add-on. It's got its own UJIS add-on. It's the king for adult content. That's really all you need Kodi to use Kodi for anymore. Everything else is standalone apps. So let's back out of here. I'm going to get out of here and go back to the home screen to show you the rest of the apps included. Now the next one I'm going to show you is called Cyberflix. Now this Cyberflix right here, if I go put my cursor on it, see Cyberflix, is almost identical in every way to the one next to it, which is called Terrarium TV. Both of those are identical. They were the same developers that split off and did their own thing, but they're identical. And the reason that it's important to have both is because if one were to go under, if it were to get shut down, whatever the case is, you got another backup source there, because those are the two very most popular, best add-ons that you can get on the Fire Stick. So let's open up Cyberflix. Well, that's my opinion. There's so many good applications on here that you might have another favorite. I mean, everybody has their own favorite. But anyways, just to show you how this works, they're all very similar, but this one, you got the magnifying glass there. You can search for a movie or TV show. That star saves it to your favorites. You can play around and learn them yourself. I don't got time to go through all of this, but if you go up here to where it says trending, right now it starts itself off on TV shows, okay? But if you click where it says trending there, you can pick what you want for your genre, for what TV show you're looking for, you know, if you want it premieres today or whatever it may be, you can pick it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to watch a show, and I'm going to show you how to watch a movie with this application. And the next application, Terrarium TV, is identical in how it works. I'll still go into it and show you, but it is identical. Both of these applications work identically. So I don't need to show you both of them, but I am going to go into both of them and just quick show you that they both work. But, so let's just pick most popular. Now, keep in mind, we're on TV shows right now. If we wanted to switch it, you see those three bars in the top left there? We'd click on that, and we'd switch it down to movies, okay? But we're on TV shows. So we're just going to pick any TV show. So we'll just pick American Horror Story. So we click on it. We're there. You have your overview. You see where it says season. You see up here, you can save it by clicking your star. Anyways, use your cursor on your remote and go over to season. Click on it, okay? It's going to bring up every season there is of American Horror Story, okay, since 2011. So bring up every single season. So let's just pick a random season. We'll pick the newest season. Why not, right? So season 8. We're going to pick it. We're going to click on it. And keep in mind, this was just programmed, so these boxes don't pop up every time. Once you click Don't Show Again, click OK, it's not going to ever come up again. Now, you see at the top here how it has an 8 and a 1, 8 and a 2, 8 and a 3. It's telling you that it's Season 8, Episode 1, Season 8, Episode 2, Season 8, Episode 3. It's redundant. So we're just going to randomly click one. So we're on Season 8, Episode 4. So you're going to click that and underline it, underscore it. See how now when I move the cursor, it's underscored? Now just scroll all the way over to the right and click that play button. Boom. It's as easy as that. Now it's going to pull all the streams that have that episode available. Give it a little bit of time. Always got to be a little patient with your Fire Stick. Give it a little bit of time. You're getting all this for free. And it's all in HD, and it's all commercial free. So yeah, you might have to spend a minute to pull up your season or your show, but you're not spending hours watching commercials either. Okay, so let's pull it up in 720p. So just click on it, It's as simple as this, and click play. Okay? And it's going to play that episode. Season 8, episode 3, I think that's what we picked. Whatever it may be. But there you go. Okay? Hit your center button, it'll pull up the play controls. Okay? There you go. Tells you that it's 41 minutes because it has no commercials. So instead of being an hour, it's actually 41 minutes. So I have it paused right now. I'll let it play again. And there you go. And it has every show you can think of. It's as simple as that. So now we're going to go do a movie. So now we're on the main home screen. We're going to go up to these 3 bars. We're going to switch it to movies. Okay? So now we're on movies. Just like on TV shows, all you got to do is go over here, click on most popular. You can put whatever genre you want, and it's going to pull up movies from that genre. Okay? I just want to show you that. And it's the same. You can search. You can save to your faves, whatever. But I'm just going to quick pull up a movie and show you that it works, and you can play a movie. So we're just going to pull up a movie. Click on a movie. It gives you an overview of it. Okay? But instead of having to do any of the season picking or any of that, all you do is simply click play. And it's going to pull up all the streams it can find with that movie. So just give it a minute. And always remember, the longer you give it, the more streams it's going to give you, and the better streams it's going to give you. So the more patient you are, the better off you are. But I'm not making this video to be patient. I'm making it to teach you. So we're just going to pick this top one here, whatever, and then just hit play. And that's all there is to it. It's just simply going to play the movie. That's why it makes Kodi just, kind of useless when it comes to movies and TV anymore, because these standalone applications are just far better. They work far better. The quality's better. They're quicker. Everything about them's better. So, it's just easier to use these. And there you go. The movie's going to start playing, and that's that. And if you ever get a bad stream, it'll let you know. It happens very rarely. But if you do get a bad stream, you always have, there's usually like 20, 30, 100 to pick from. So if you get a stream that you're not happy with, go pick a different one. You got a ton to pick from. So you can't really go wrong, and it's easy to use. So there you go. That's the movie we picked. And if we click it, you got your play controls. It's in 720p. We could have waited longer and got it in 1080p, but I'm not making this video to be patient. I'm trying to show you guys how to use things. Okay, so we're going to back out of this app completely now. That's how you use that app. And if you want to see that it does play movies that are in the theater, let's go over to the Meg. Okay? That's in theaters right now. Click play. Just to show you, it will pull up movies that are in the theaters. Always give it a little bit of time, just so that it can pull up streams. So I'm just gonna pick one just to quick show you. So here we go. I'm just gonna pick one just to show you, and then just hit play. Give it a little bit of time, and it'll start the movie. Just to show you that it does play movies that are in theaters as well. There you go. Okay. Now, if you went and rented this, you'd bring it back late. You'd probably end up spending $10, maybe $5, but it adds up. This is a one-time purchase, and you're using this every day. You're saving thousands of dollars. So don't cheap out. Buy from a good seller. Purchase from someone like me. Purchase from someone that knows what they're doing. Purchase from someone that actually is going to be there if you need their help a year down the road. You want the newest apps. And don't cheap out. Don't worry about a measly $80, or if you even upgrade and get the Fire TV 4K, don't worry about the initial cost, because a week down the road when you've watched a ton of movies on this thing, that cost is going to be so insignificant to you, you're not even going to remember it, okay? So that's all I have to say on that matter. So we're going to back out of here. And just to show you the last of the best of the best, you got Terrarium TV, which when we open this, it's going to look identical to the one we were just on. The only difference is I put a different player on this one than the other one. That way, if you ever want a different stream of movies to pick from, it'll have a different stream of movies because I have a different player attached to this application. So right now we're on TV shows, and it works in the identical fashion. If we click American Horror Story, it's going to be identical. You got your overview. You click on season, and it brings up every season, and it works identical to the one I just showed you. It's just redundant. There's no reason to keep going through it. But what is nice is to have them both, because that way you're always covered. You always have one of the very best of the best. So that is nice to have that redundancy. Trust me. When it comes to the Fire Stick, it's nice to have a backup. It just is. Because there's times where they might have a server problem and they're down for a day. Well, you have the other one to go use, so you don't even have to worry about it, okay? There's reasons for it. But that's what I'm going to show you guys for now. And that's all you need to know when you get it home. You can do everything that you need to do with the applications that'll be in your recent section. If you want to spend time and go into it further, go to the next one down that's called Your Apps and Channels. And this is where all the rest of the applications are. The ones that I showed you are in here as well, but the other ones that you haven't seen are in here. So if we just keep scrolling, you're going to see a bunch that you haven't seen. One that I would like to spend just a second of time explaining to you is this IP Vanish one right here. Now, very rarely does it matter if you have that application installed and that you use it. But if you want complete anonymity of what you're doing online, I mean, you're saving thousands of dollars with these every year. So if you want complete anonymity from your cable provider knowing that you're streaming this stuff or whatever the case may be, you don't want to know what porn you watch, whatever the case may be, you can pay a few dollars a month. It's cheap as could be. It's a few dollars a month. Sign up for their service. Simply open the app. It's as simple as could be. You enter your username and your password, and your Fire Stick is completely anonymous, even to the government. I can't recommend that you use it. I can't tell you to use it. That has to be your choice. But it is a good application. I'll put it that way. But other than that, all the rest of the applications are actual usable applications that do things like play movies or TV shows. All of these do something. They're not like that application. So if you go to the end here and click see all, I should show you that. So we're on the second row down. So you got all your best ones in your recents. See, now the one we clicked on got moved to your recents. I'm going to click the menu button on my remote. Okay. And I'm going to click, see that? I'm going to remove it from the recents. Okay. So now it's back to having the same best of the best. So anyways, if you want to see all the applications that are programmed on your stick, you go to the second row down and scroll all the way to the right. And where it says see all, click on that. And all of these first four rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all the programmed applications. You can see why this takes a lot of time to program, because there's a lot of applications that are programmed on your Fire Stick. The best ones are the only one that I showed you, are the only ones that you really have to have. But a lot of sellers out there aren't even including one of those. They're including junk applications. And all of these applications on here, every one of these, like this cinema one here, I've tested that. I've used that. I know that it works. You know, every single one I put on here, I know that it works. Pluto there, that's another live TV application. That TV Zion, that has channels from all over the world. You got channels from all over the world. Same with Pluto, it has channels from all over the world. That one with an F there, that's a good one for movies. I mean, they all have a good function to them. Some of these are players. You know, the one down there with the cone right there, that one that I highlighted right there, that's a player. The one next to it's a player. That's a player. That's a player. And all the rest are applications and have specific functions to them. So that about sums it up. I'm not going to go any more in depth than that. That's about as in depth as it gets. The rest I think you can learn on your own. From me showing you what I showed you, you should be able to use every one of these applications and take the time to figure out the little nuances that might be a little different, but they're all very similar. I mean, you don't need to be afraid. Just open them and learn how to use them. Take the time and learn how to use them. Yeah, you might not get them to work the very first time you try it, but if you spend a little time learning how they work and what buttons to hit, you'll figure it out as you go. I can't spend hours showing you every one of these. I can only show